Cocos2D Sample Project Memory Game Part 4. In the previous chapters, we have added background, sprites, etc. to the scenes. We have also implemented scene transitions, random image generation, touch handling, and the game logic to our memory game using Cocos2D in Xcode. Let's open the memory game project file by double-clicking the memory game Xcode proj file. Let's run the application to see the current status of the project. We can see that the application runs with a play menu and a background image. On clicking the play menu, another scene is loaded with a background image, a home menu, and 12 mask or frame images. Pressing any of the mask image will bring an animal image in place of the mask image. If the images that are opened at the same time is same, then those images will disappear, and otherwise the mask image will take its place after 2 seconds. Pressing the home menu will load the main menu scene with play menu. Let's move forward and make modifications to this project. We can see that we have completed the game logic. Next, we have to implement the scoring in our application. Open the gameplay scene interface file. Here, declare one integer variable to store the score, and another CC-labeled TTF variable for displaying the score. Inside the init method of the gameplay scene implementation file, initialize the score variable to 0. At the end of the init method, create the score label using the label with string font name, font size method of CC-labeled TTF class. The first parameter passed to this method is the string to be displayed in the label. In this case, we are giving the string format of the score value. The second parameter is the name of the font to be used for the label text. In this case, we are using marker felt as the font. The third and last parameter passed is the font size of the text to be displayed in the label. We can position this object using its position property. Once the label object is ready, we have to add this to the scene using the addChild method. Now we have to update the score. For this, go to the selector method definition that will be called when the two images are the same. Here, increment the score value by 100, i.e. for each pair of image disappearing, the player will get 100 score. Next, we have to update the score label based on the score value. We can use the setString method of the label object for this. The parameter passed to this method is the string value of the score object. Run the application and go to the game scene by pressing the play menu. We can see the score label at the bottom left of the scene. At first, the score is set to 0. Play the game. When you open the same images at the same time, the images will be disappeared and we can see the score getting increased by 100 and the score label getting updated accordingly. This will happen for every pair of similar images opened. Since we have 6 pairs of images in our game and the user can get 100 points for opening each pair, the user can get a total of 600 points. Now go back to the gameplay scene implementation file and implement the feedback system on completing the game. Since we know that the game is over when the score value becomes 600, let's add the code to show a game over alert at that time. To create an alert, we use the UI alert view class. The method init with title, message, delegate, cancel button title, other button titles method is used for initializing the UI alert view object. The first parameter passed to this method is the title for the alert box. In our case, let's make it a positive feedback. The second parameter passed is the message, which should be displayed inside the alert box. In our case, let's make it as "You won the game." The third parameter will let the object know whether we are implementing the UI alert view delegate methods. If we are implementing, then we will give this value as self, and if not, then we will be giving the value as nil. We can give the cancel button title as the fourth parameter. The final parameter is an array of other button titles we want to add to the alert apart from the cancel button. We have to use the show method of the alert view object to display the alert on the screen. Next, we are going to implement the delegate method of alert view. In our example, we are going to implement the alert view clicked button at index method. We are implementing this delegate method so that we can perform some action of our own when the user presses any of the buttons added to the alert view. Since we have only one button in the alert view, just call the method to open the home page inside this delegate method. Run the application. Go to the gameplay scene using the play menu. Finish the game by opening similar images consecutively. Once all the images are opened and the score is 600, we can see the game over alert appearing with an OK button. Press the OK button in the alert. We can see that the home page with the play menu is getting loaded, i.e., the action we have given inside the delegate method is getting executed when we press the OK button in the alert view. So in this section, we have seen how to implement the scoring system, how to display it in the scene, and also how to show the game over feedback for our Cocos2D memory game using Xcode.